Today on the news, Meghan Thee Stallion's label won't let her release new music. The CEO of the Grammy, Deborah, Dugan, has been fired. And more importantly, my favorite part of the news, Off the Menu Season 2 has started. Now, for now, my name is Biodun, and this is some version of Accelerate News because I'm switching things up for my producer today. So in case they Photoshop someone else's head on my head before the end of the news, reach out to me on social media and wish me well. Don't go anywhere. Meghan Thee Stallion has sued her record label for contract-related something, and I'm just tired of all these artist label contract suing issues because who is not doing what they're supposed to do, and when will they start? She came forth last week to claim that her relationship with independent record label 1501 Entertainment has turned sour after she asked to renegotiate her contract. Now, as a result, Meghan claims that she has been told she isn't allowed to release any new music. Well, she did get an injunction and since released music, and so yeah, big win for Meghan. Before she got the injunction though, she went to the one court where we can all have our cases pleaded to full effect, the court of Instagram Live, to plead her case, claiming that after she signed with Roc Nation last year, she found out that there were some things in her previous contract that she wasn't aware of. Now, she also went on to clarify that while she did, she's educated, so she did read the previous contract, she didn't understand some of the verbiages and, or whatever was written inside the contract. Now, at that time, and now she just wants everything corrected? Anyway, why didn't she get, okay, never mind. Meanwhile, on the other end, in an interview with Billboard, Crawford denies any claims of him or his 1501 label trying to prevent Meghan from releasing new music. According to Crawford, after Meghan signed to Roc Nation in September, she went radio silent, opting not to pay him or 1501 any money she owed. Now, he also thinks Jay-Z and Roc Nation are trying to stronghold his company, and this is all just messed up, and I'm just tired, and I really just want to move forward because we're starting to drag Jay-Z's name through the mud. Don't let the beehive just even start anything here. The Grammys officially fired former president and CEO of the Academy, Deborah, Dugan. The decision made by the organization's board of trustees comes 6 weeks after Dugan was placed on administrative leaves, only 5 months after she claimed the title of CEO from her predecessor, Neil Portnow, last August. Now, this is a very embarrassing way because that actually didn't take long. Now, Dugan was ousted by the organization last month, only a week before the 2020 Grammys, after being accused of being abusive towards and bullying one of her female employees, which the Academy said was one of multiple complaints. Now, the Recording Academy wrote that the decision to fire Dugan was reached after 2 exhaustive, costly independent investigations into those allegations. Now, though it offered no specific details, the organization said that the investigation found consistent management deficiencies and failures. You can tell that they are out for blood with this lady. Well, now that I think about it, they got their first ever female CEO and she's a mean boss. Oh, this looks like a scene from one Nollywood movie. Yeah. Speaking of mean bosses, here's me shamelessly plugging the Who's the Boss movie that you all should go see, and if you haven't watched it by now, then you and I are done. Okay, I'm joking. But hey, maybe I'm not joking after all. Make sure you head up to cinemas and watch Who's the Boss because it's one of our biggest movies of the year, produced by Accelerate. What do you expect? Now back to the news. I think Deborah has fired back at them, saying something about the board influencing the Grammys. 1 second. Blah, 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 blah. Now, in her response, her termination on Monday, her attorneys have fired back at the organization with a supplemental charge of discrimination that includes multiple new allegations, including what it claims is evidence of an attempt by the Academy and longtime Grammy Awards executive producer Ken Ehrlich to influence the nomination process. Boom. I love it when someone comes with receipts. You know, it doesn't make any sense that you're just dragging people's name all over in court. So yes, she got her ducks in a row. Let's see how this plays out, because quite frankly, it is very exhausting. But who's lying? Make sure you check back for more. And in the meantime, let's talk about something that is definitely not a lie: my love for food. Now let me tell you something. My mantra for this year is chop life, make life no chop you. And seeing as chop life is the theme of the new season of Off the Menu, you can understand why I am absolutely excited. The very first episode of Off the Menu Season 2 is officially out, and Beverly Naya and Soliat Bada get down and dirty in the kitchen. Now in this first episode, Beverly Naya joins Soliat in making jerk chicken. Now, can someone explain to me why I have not been invited to Off the Menu? I'm not hungry enough. The game is on. Anyway, I am super excited because this season is filled with a lot of delicious meals. And I promise you, we're going to have to reshoot one episode because I need to be a guest. I don't understand why people are going to be filming with Soliat and me, Mr. Accelerate. Don't let my fans, let's just leave them. You know what to do. Subscribe to Accelerate TV and catch up all the latest episodes on our YouTube page. Before we wrap up, it was International Women's Day yesterday, and I just want to give a huge shout out to all the beautiful women out there who are doing awesome and amazing things. Now, y'all make the world a better place to live and deserve to be celebrated daily. So happy International Women's Day all day, every day. Mwah! If you made it this far and you still see this beautiful face on screen, then thank you for watching. Now, did you enjoy this, and should I do this more often? And by do this more often, I mean just flip the whole script. Yes, let me know in the comment section of our post below. Now, make sure you stay tuned to Accelerate TV, follow us on all our social media handles, and give us a shout out anytime you think of something awesome. And speaking about awesome, stay awesome, everybody.